Alright, we're out in the shop today. Finally, I've been working so much, it's crazy, but look at this nice spring weather. Just basically the first day of spring. It's the 21st of March. I consider it the first day of spring. Most people probably think the 20th is, but I love the spring. You get to come out and mow. Yeah, you get to come out and mow. Look at all the work though. You find out all the work that's been sitting out here all winter that you need to clean up. And yeah, it's windy in March. Everything's starting to bud out. There's my old pickup way over there I need to sell, I guess. But anyway, I got a job I got to do today, which I know on the last video I showed you how I drew that up. And I didn't want to leave you hanging on how I did that, but like I said, I've got a bunch of remnants of metal, like some of this. Really all the full sheet I have is that one piece of 3/16. There's some of my airplane stuff I've been building slowly a little bit. I bought that one from Greg. I have a big love of aviation, as you know, but the shop's a mess. It's been the coldest winter I think I've ever lived through. Sub-zero temperatures and things like that this year. Anyway, this is the remnants. I went and picked up some of them up outside that I had. And yeah, I saved this stuff because I couldn't throw it away. So I'm gonna cut up pieces like that. Those are things that were just given to me. My dad gave me some of that. I've saved it up from other jobs. I kind of put things against the wall when I'm kind of done with them, and I let my dad take those and scrap them. Yeah, that's a tree we need to go plant. My wife saved. I don't even know what kind of tree it is. Anyway, I've had a bunch of these circles that I'd saved from one of my last jobs that was just going to get scrapped. So I've been making 2 of these in each one of those. So let me show you right quick kind of how I'm doing this. It's a waste of time to a lot of people, but this is a hobby shop, remember. And I think I'm going to sell these for about $2.50 a piece. Yeah, it's going to take me a few hours to do, but making 50 of them, and so what? I'm just out here enjoying time in the shop. So let me see if you can see what I'm going to do here. I don't want to waste too much time here. So what I've been doing here on the circles, which I've got quite a few of these I've already cut, but I try to get these sitting down here where they're sitting still a little bit. You know, these have a lot of dross on them from someone else that cut them. Well, I cut them, but it was at a different job. But I don't want them moving around if I can keep from it when the machine touches off. It's not going to hurt it too much on these, but if it won't sit still, so be it, whatever. But anyway, I just lay these out here, kind of where I can see that it's not going to go off material. Remember the lead in was up here, and the lead out was there. So let's just mark it off. Just mark around this. Trying to see if it's about halfway square with the table here. Just eyeballing it. There's enough room to make 2 of these, but not a lot of extra room. So just kind of mark around them. I usually do these over there on the workbench while it's running, but see if you can see what I'm looking at over here. Yeah, you can see. Okay. So kind of centered it up and get it halfway. I hadn't missed one yet doing this, so I guess there's enough room to do it. Just kind of draw a square out. Something like that. And there you go. So, now let's see, I'll show you how I line the table up. I don't know if you're not used to using this Mach 4 system. I don't think you can see that. That's always real faint where the actual file is there as far as the shape. But go into jog and then I'll jog the table around. And as far as the torch height control goes, I'm running 139 volts on 1/4 inch at 48 on the feed rate. Remember, we turned the holes down to half of that, so we're running about 24 on the holes. So let me get back here and I'll just kind of show you, I know you won't see real close, but I'll show you how I set up on it. And I've been doing these, I've probably done a dozen of these circles, and like I showed you on the trailer over here, or on the Ranger, I've got all these remnants of metal that, you know, I just gathered up and I'm going to try to use it up. I need to get rid of it anyway. I was going to just scrap it out, but hey, if we can turn it into, you know, a little bit of money just to pay for some of the shop stuff. I don't try to make money out here. I just try to pay for my expenses mainly. So I thought I'd tell him I'll sell these for about $2.50 a piece. And I'm making 50 of them, so what's that? I can make $125 for probably working 3 or 4 hours. So I wouldn't say I'm really making anything, right? But I'm cleaning up some metal. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to show you all this stuff under the table. A lot of this stuff I'm trying to use up. Some of that's 3/16, 3/8, different sizes. I'm just grabbing pieces, trying to clean up. There's a few more circles there. Some of that's 3/16. So anyway, I'm not trying to ramble on, just telling you I'm trying to do a little spring cleaning and also help a guy out and make a few dollars to pay for expenses around here. So I'm just going to jog the table up to that line that I just drew, and I'll just bring the Z down, try to get kind of lined up. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time to try to get real perfect, but I'll get it close enough, hopefully, to where it'll work. You know, as usual, when you're on video, it's a little harder to do stuff. You see, I don't know if I'm real straight or not. I think I'm close enough. So once I get it kind of lined up where I think it'll work, I just zero Mach 4 right there, and then I go ahead and run it. So I know it's going to be noisy, but here we go with the run here. see how noisy it is in here. Compressor came on. Anyway, that's one square done, and all I do on the next one, since there's just one at a time right now, just bring it down. Go ahead and line back up on my lines that I made. Once I get somewhere close to it, I think it'll run right there, hopefully. So just zero that again, zero the machine right there, and hit it again. While that's running, I'll show you what I kind of do during that time. Let me get my safety glasses on. So I just kind of pick up the pieces that I already made here. Kind of lay them over here on the bench. Got some more right here. Take some of the scrap pieces. That's kind of where I throw them here. Loud in it. Throw them down. And then go ahead and grab these pieces. You know, all the dross that's on the back side, I just lay them down here. And like I've showed you before, let me grab my gloves. I don't even see my glove, dead burn it. Let's see, here. So I just put on some gloves. When I get some bigger pieces going, and otherwise, you know, if I cut 6 or 8 pieces at a time, it'd be better. And I can come over here, just take my wire wheel, regular cup wheel, and I just come over here. That's all there is to it. I like to give good clean parts when I'm doing things for somebody else. So then I just take these and get these gloves off. I can't tell what we're looking at here, but okay. Come with me over here, and I'm just stacking them right here. I've got 10 in this stack. I've got 3, 6, 16 right here. I got to go do 50 of them. So that's really all. I mean, I don't want to sit here and bore you watching this, but that's what I'm going to do as far as remnants go. You know, and on this one, it looks like I can easily fit a whole row of them through here. You know, and I might fit more, but I'm not going to waste too much time. I might can fit, you know, 2, say 4 pieces there, and then just come down there. And I may actually, if I measure this out, I may go into sheet cam while a good minute, and then just nest me out a spot. I can make about 8 or 10 of them and get rid of that junk, and then try to clear out some of this material. And you know, like I was showing you, this is a pretty simple machine to run once you get used to it. You know, there's a few guys that's asked me questions because they've come from a different kind of machine, but that's just how this machine works. It's not, You can do a lot fancier stuff than what I'm doing here, but it's pretty cut and dry. Mach 4. It's not like an industrial control or anything, and it's not dumbed down like I was talking to Brandon the other day. A guy that's got an XT, just got an XT that was used. It's not so dumbed down. You know, you can kind of take control and do things the way you want to, and not be so tied into something like plasma cam or something that's really dumbed down for people to use easily. This is not quite as easy, but I like it because it's a lot more control, and you can do things really the way you want to do them. So anyway, I know this is not a very long video. It's probably longer than it should have been, but that's just kind of what I'm doing today, and that's kind of the second part of what I showed on my last video. So thank you for following along. This is not monetized. This is not any gain to me. I like to share information. If you have any questions, hey, I'm glad to help. I learned this the hard way. I didn't have anybody come in here and teach me anything, you know. As far as the voltage goes on the torch height control, that's where this is handled right here. You just go up and down with your voltage, and there's some other features in there that you can learn, but that's just kind of how this works out. And this is my little shop, a little 40 by 60 shop that, you know, where we were at earlier when we were drawing things out was over through that door. I've got a 18 by 40 man cave, if you will, in there, and that's kind of where I use for my office area and stuff. And I need to clean this place up and really fix it up better. But I built all this myself, and this is just kind of what I have, and that's outside. I got 3 bays. I used to be in the automotive business. That's why you see the lift and everything, and I still do my own mechanic work. But yeah, this is just kind of what I do as a hobby. I like to enjoy it. Sometimes if you do too much of this work, it's not so enjoyable anymore, but I still enjoy doing this. So anyway, thanks for watching. I won't waste any more of your time. See you next time.